What if the key to working smarter was hiding in a barn full of goats? In a quiet little farm tucked away in the countryside, the sun shines brightly, fruit trees sway in the breeze, and a few goats graze peacefully. It's the kind of place where life moves slow, and hard work is a way of life. But for Billy, the farm's youngest worker, every day feels like a race against time. Meet Billy. He's the kind of guy who'd run a mile to fetch a tool instead of thinking, maybe I should just bring it with me next time. Hardworking? Absolutely. Efficient? Well, let's just say the goats on this farm have a way of keeping him on his toes. Hank, the farm's owner, had noticed Billy's struggles. He'd been where Billy was, young, eager, but unsure of how to work smarter. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Hank sat down with Billy and said, "Billy, you've got what it takes to do great things, that much is clear. But here's the thing, success isn't just about sweat and grit. It's about seeing the bigger picture. It's about knowing when to push and when to pause, when to run and when to watch. Hard work will get you far, but smart work? That'll take you further." Then there was Clara, Hank's newest hire, and she was everything Billy wasn't: organized, efficient, and always one step ahead. Billy wasn't sure what to make of her. She was smart, confident, and always seemed to have everything under control. Billy tried to impress Clara by showing her how he feeds the goats, but as usual, things didn't go as planned. The bucket tipped over, grain spilled everywhere, and Clara just raised an eyebrow. "You know," she said, "there's an easier way to do that." The next morning, Hank gave Billy a simple task. "One of the goats just gave birth," he said. "Go check how many kids were born and make sure they're all healthy." Sounds easy, right? Well, for Billy, it turned into a wild goat chase, literally. Billy rushed to the barn, determined to get it right this time. But as he counted the baby goats, he kept losing track. 1 minute there were 2, then 3, then 4. Meanwhile, Clara took her time. She observed the goats carefully, made notes, and even noticed that one of the kids was weaker than the others. When she reported back to Hank, she had all the details. That evening, as the sun set over the farm, Hank sat down with Billy again. "You're getting there, Billy," he said. "Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about learning and growing. Every mistake is just a step closer to getting it right." Billy looked out at the goats now grazing peacefully, and for the first time, he felt like maybe, just maybe, he was starting to figure things out. Clara walked over, her notebook in hand. "Look," she said, pointing to her notes. "If you take a moment to observe, you'll see the goats have patterns. They're creatures of habit. Once you understand that, everything gets easier." Billy looked at her notes, then at the goats grazing in the distance. For the first time, he noticed how they moved together, how they followed the same paths every day. A smile spread across Billy's face. "So it's not about running faster," he said. "It's about paying attention." Hank nodded, patting Billy on the back. "You're getting there, Billy. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about learning and growing." As the sun set over the farm, Billy finally understood what Hank and Clara had been trying to teach him. It wasn't about working harder, it was about working smarter. And with a little help from Clara and a lot of baby goats, he was ready to take on whatever the farm threw at him. So what's the key to working smarter? Sometimes it's as simple as slowing down, observing, and learning from those around you. And if you're struggling to manage your time or feeling like hard work isn't enough, don't worry. Arjun's been there too. Check out our next video where Arjun shares his journey to mastering time management. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.